a second. We were in here the other day and you were acting like it's all little bunnies jumping in the woods, all happy-go-lucky, knowing full well that you had a ton of bond violations. You were to have a curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4:30 in the morning, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different violations where you were going out in the middle of the night. Guess what happens? Or do you have any response?
Your Honor, I've spoken to the family. I've spoken to Mr. Chavez. I recommended that he get started with some therapy, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to help you get started with that therapy right now. Guess what happens? Guess. He goes with you. Yeah, we'll get started real quick. We'll talk. I don't know. He'll pop up in tomorrow's doctor. We can talk again. But he's out at 4:30 in the morning, 1 in the morning. It's unacceptable. Doesn't get it. So. Good morning, Mr. Battaglia. Sir, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're also charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine on both of those cases. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Also dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant stated she had been in a dating relationship with the defendant for approximately 1.5 years, and on the day of the incident, the defendant was supposed to pick her up from work at 1 p.m. However, the defendant showed up at 11:30, and when the complainant refused to leave work early, the defendant became irate. The defendant began sending her threatening text messages while outside her work and called her, stating, "When I see you, I'm going to stab you. I'm going to kill you." The complainant's brother picked her up from work, and the following day, the defendant told the complainant he was going to come beat her up. The complainant also stated that on August 31st, she picked up the defendant as he was walking home from a friend's house while intoxicated. And while the two were driving home,
I zoned out. Say that again. What?
I'm sorry. On August 31st, the complainant picked up the defendant while he was walking home intoxicated from a friend's house. And the defendant struck her while they were driving with a closed fist on her nose, causing swelling, bleeding, and pain. The complainant showed a dated timestamp photo of the injury to the officers, and the defendant admitted to making threats and stated he was going through opioid withdrawals.
Good to know. Mr. Battaglia, if I drug test you now, what are you going to show positive for?
Marijuana and maybe opiates. Yes, sir. That's all I had.
It stops today.
Yes, sir.
If I find that you're using anything, I will have a contempt hearing because I'm going to have you sign an affidavit. I can hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it. Shh. Guys, please, he can't hear. If I find that you're using, I will put you into a rehab facility in the jail. And I'm going to tell you now, it's a 6-month program at a minimum, depending on how well you respond to treatment. No more opiates. And I'm going to test you like crazy. You will be coming here on a constant basis to show me that you're not using. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No alcohol, no illegal drugs, no opioids, nothing,
Yes, sir.
no weapons. And I'm also ordering you not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case as well. Do you have the GPS monitor on you right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to send him for a drug test right now as well. How old are you, sir? What do you do for a living?
DoorDash shift, and I recently got another job with pulling and terminating cat cables. That's all.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance? Please. Can we reach out to the MAC for Mr. Battaglia? I'm gonna send you for a drug test and then I'm gonna have you come back. We'll talk when we get the lawyer assigned to him. No, don't take it off just yet. Leave it on for now. Right. Let's just send him for a drug test and then we'll have him talk to the lawyer when we get back and then we'll go from there.
I just want to know if that's.
I'm sending you for a drug test. You must take the test.
That's fine.
Come right back. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to come back, I'm gonna make both of your bonds so high, you're gonna have teeth falling out. Okay? I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Victoria. You're gonna get with your Rachel and then. Justin Davis. Is that you? Mr. Davis, you're charged with indecent exposure. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
The complainant was jogging at White Oak Bayou Park in Harris County, Texas, and the complainant observed the defendant naked and masturbating next to a pool located inside Stewart Park. The complainant could see the defendant's penis, which was an open view of anyone walking on the trail. The officers arrived and observed the defendant sitting near the pool without pants and underwear and continuing to masturbate.
Is he currently registered as a sex offender? Can you see that now?
I can check, Your Honor. Your Honor, we can't find the information at this time. We'd have to make a call to the officer to find that he is registered, but at this time, we don't have the information.
Prior felony failures to register, you know? So what kind of conditions would you think? Michael?
Judge, I don't know the status of the housing of the defendant, but at this time, the state would ask for staying away from public places where children would go, like parks where the defendant was, staying away from schools, parks, public places, anywhere where children may go, is what I would ask.
How old are you, Mr. Davis? You're 41. What do you do for a living? So where do you live?
I live in a tent, my dog,
You live in the where?
a tent.
He's homeless and lives in a tent.
I know, Judge.
And the problem is that this is not our first indecent exposure. This is not our first failure to register. So I'm going to appoint your lawyer today and I'm going to see where we're going because I don't know what conditions we can put to protect the public from you.
The issue, Judge, is the underlying registered case is in indecency of a child from 2004, and that's why I'm harping on you staying away from children.
Okay, so we're going to have to do a deep dive on this. So
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria and then I'm going to take your seat in the jury box. Don't go anywhere, Mr. Davis, please. Good morning, Mr. Seastrong. Do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that.
I'm not able to afford one.
Why not? When is the last time you've had a full-time job?
Company went out of business in February. I've been DoorDashing.
So you are working.
What, it's not enough to afford because I got my kids. I don't have enough to afford a lawyer from what I make from DoorDash.
How much money do you make a month?
Probably barely 300, maybe.
How much?
Barely 300
300 what?
dollars.
What? A day? A week? You make $300 a month. I don't believe that for a second. How do you eat? How do you survive?
I stay with my wife. My wife,
So your wife works.
yes.
What does your wife do?
She does assistant at an apartment facility.
How much money does she make a month?
She just started, so I'm really not sure. It's probably been about 3 weeks or so.
why do the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you don't do anything? How's that fair? Why you get to sit at home, play Xbox? Well, why do the people of Harris County get to pay for your lawyer? How's that fair? You're able-bodied. There's no reason why you shouldn't be working. You need a job.
Sir, I work, I take care of my kids. We just got
No,
it.
but you're not taking care of your kids. No, kids need food. They need clothes. Not just love. They need physical things as well. And if you're not pulling your weight, then you're not helping your kids. Your wife is helping your kids. What conditions did we put on Mr. Seastrunk, please? I'm sorry if you don't like what I'm telling you, Mr. Seastrunk, but I'm telling you the truth. How old are you? You're 39 and you make $300 a month. That's silly. And it's a shame.
I work for one of our business.
Then find something else.
Have been.
Do you know that there are so many companies out there that are begging for workers that are willing to pay you $15 to $20 an hour for you to work? Amazon, Starbucks. There's so many other places that are begging for workers because they just don't have enough. I'm not gonna, no. I'm making it a condition of your bond now that you get a full-time job. And I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks to see what you have done. But as far as what you get to hang out and do nothing all day, and then I have to pay for your lawyer too? You want a back rub too? No. I will give you an application. I'm going to send it home, and then I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you've done to get a job. If you've done nothing, then life's not going to go well. But it's not fair that we all here, I mean, I might as well just give you my wallet now. That's what we're doing.
And Your Honor, I may previously had a violation of no driving because the defendant expressed he had no insurance. So you add include that as well, no driving.
I hope you are not driving, Mr. Seastrunk.
I was able to get insurance from.
You are supposed to get court approval first before you drive, and you signed.
I got insurance a few days after we left from here. You told me not to drive without getting it.
Deputy Anderson, can you get that piece of paper, please? Sorry, guys. It's momentarily. Can you hand that to him? What does that say?
No driving without insurance approval.
Man, don't play Helen Keller. No driving without valid liability insurance and court approval. Do you want to go to jail? Don't drive. All I'm asking you to do is follow the law, Mr. Seastrunk. I don't give out lawyers like it's candy on Halloween, and I expect you to pull your weight. And I don't care if you don't like what I'm telling you, but sometimes in life, someone needs to put you over their knee and tell you this is how things need to go. And you, at 39, need to grow up and pull your weight. Start working. Don't be a bum. Can you give him an application? And we will see you back in 2 weeks. And then can you file conditions, please, that he must get a full-time job, please? That way. Ay, ay, ay.
I don't even know.
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't even know.
Okay, so it says here that you are wanted for, out of Pennsylvania, you were wanted out of Pennsylvania for rape, forcible compulsion, rape of an unconscious victim, sexual assault, aggravated indecent assault without consent, aggravated indecent assault, forcible compulsion, another aggravated indecent assault, complainant is unconscious or unaware that PE, indecent assault without consent of another, indecent assault, forcible compulsion, simple assault, harassment, subjecting another to physical contact. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's true.
I didn't do any of that. I promise you that.
Look,
Hey, I understand. And I,
really, here, we're not interested in it. This is just, you were wanted out of Pennsylvania. And all we're doing here is determining whether you are in fact John Akey.
Right.
If you are, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for Pennsylvania to come get you.
Right.
We normally give them 2 weeks to come get you from the day that you waive extradition, which is today. Are you waiving formal extradition?
Yeah.
Okay, so as of today, they have 14 days to come get you, and if they don't come get you by that time, Harris County will release you, okay? All right, good luck.
Just to be transparent with you before the plea, this is the young man that you had tested twice. I believe the last one was today, and I think it was Friday of last week or Thursday, one day last week. He had come back and he tested positive for, I believe, the last time was THC, and he tested today, and he tested positive for alcohol and THC.
You want me to let you go?
Yes, sir. I drank NyQuil last night and forgetting about.
You really expect me to believe that, Mr. Houlihan?
Yes, sir. I've also got, I got a job now. Working.
And stay sober if you can't not consume alcohol while you're just on bond. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. It's only a matter of time before you're before us again. Hopefully you haven't wrapped your car around a pole, or more importantly, kill someone else, you know?
And sir, I'm
But
working on making changes in my life. I'm still,
like testing positive, right? What changes have you done? Other than I'm gonna,
I've
I
started,
don't want to hear I'm gonnas.
I've started seeing the psychiatrist online, working on my mental health.
Mr. D, I don't know. I mean, he tests positive for alcohol today.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I confirmed it with Rachel. She did test positive for alcohol.
We admonish you when you come here. When I say no alcohol, I mean no alcohol from any source. I'd say to every single person that walks through our double doors over there. So for you to tell me it's NyQuil, you know you're not supposed to, because I advise you of that very fact, not to use anything that has alcohol in it. I can't just. I know you want to plead guilty, and I probably would have accepted this had you tested negative, but you're testing for alcohol on the day of court. That means that you must have very, very recently consumed alcohol. And if I accept this plea today, I am sending you out into the world, and I'm setting you up for failure. That's all it does. And that's the exact opposite of what we try to do here. Believe it or not, I want to help every single person that comes here. And if that means taking you into custody, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm sorry, but you're on bond for this case. You're testing positive for alcohol. It goes with you.
Thank you.
Mr. D, we'll talk, okay? We'll figure, Mr. Houlihan, I mean, I'm not gonna throw the keys away, but we gotta figure something out. And this, it's just not, it serves no one.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you. It goes with you.
I gave them that